How's it going? What is up? Welcome, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, BLUECREW, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another DLTalk. Appreciate the BLUECREW tuning in. Thanks to the Green Giants. And what's up, Ledger citizens? Squirrely Crypto, XRP Hitman. Kind of crap day, but I don't want to spread any negativity. Looking for something to get me out of this funk I'm in. G will do it with his positivity. My pops is in the hospital. I can't see him because Boogeyman. XRP Hitman, I'm sorry to hear that, dude, but we're here with you. And, you know, just know all this will pass and everything's going to be all right, man. But I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for showing support. Thanks for coming here to hang out with the BLUECREW and the Green Giants. We got your back, dude. Jim D in the house. Hi, G. Just popping in real quick to say hello. We'll listen in on replay when things less hectic. Jim D, I appreciate your support, my man. Hopefully you're enjoying the GDLT token we sent to you. And, you know, thanks for just dropping in, man. Saying hello. Mr. XR Free in the house. How you doing? Elich, Irios, Crawfish XRP. You guys are amazing, man. Thanks for the 8 likes, the 5 viewers already. You guys are out of this world. We're going with one of our older setups here. The Tiger just didn't want to come out today, guys. The application just didn't want to work. So I take it the Tiger wants to take a little bit of a day off here. Cryptoholic dropping a $5 bomb. Thank you, Cryptoholic. Thanks for the support. Fellow Green Giant in the chat. Thanks for hitting the likes on the way in, you guys. I hope you guys are having a great middle or beginning or end to your day, wherever you are. I hope it's just going well. We're here to hang out with the BLUECREW. Have a good time. Check out what's going on in the crypto markets. It looks like XRP is getting pretty close to 80 cents right here. Not too bad. Solana back up to $90. And BTC, just happy to see BTC over 40K again. I'm excited for how the rest of the week is going to be going. But yeah, man, it's just been really long. This has been a very, very long sideways market right now, man. How long has it been? Probably about a month or so already of just if you keep zooming out on the daily, it's been selling for many days, like over a year or so. We've just been in selling pressure. But hopefully, you know, currently we had like a nice little breakout, right? But now that breakout's just been going sideways for about a month or so. So we must be getting down to decision-making time and where this market's going to be going. It's just been going sideways for a really long time, though. Appreciate what you're doing for the community and the Ledger citizens. Been missing the lives, but enjoying the replays. GDLT token to the moon. Mr. XR Free, I appreciate it. And yeah, guys, just, you know, once again, I'm not a pro trader. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll never tell you what to do. Just want to bring awareness, though, about Ledger City Radio YouTube channel. It's out there, BLUECREW and Green Giants. If you are Ledger citizens and want updates on Ledger City from here on out, we're not going to be releasing LCUs on this episode anymore. The LCUs will be on Ledger City Radio. So we're doing Twitter Spaces as well, and then putting the highlights of those Twitter Spaces on our Ledger City Radio YouTube channel. I have been really grateful for the support that we've gotten already. And yeah, I'm digging the short form, releasing like these highlights from our Twitter Spaces, because people are really asking some great questions in those Twitter Spaces, and we're having really good discussions with the Ledger citizens there. So we're going to commit a whole YouTube channel to Ledger City Radio and, you know, bring the updates from those Twitter Spaces, but also do live streams on there like we do here, and just solely centered on talking with the Ledger citizens. We'll probably do group chats as well with other Ledger citizens in the future once the game is really underway and we build out the channel a little bit more. But thank you guys so much for your recent support. And yeah, just want to be bringing awareness to people here who follow this channel, what we've kind of been doing recently. And, you know, once again, Ledger Citizens United episodes from now on will be on Ledger City Radio. Very excited for that, man. Always good times. Obi, how's it going, man? Good to see you. He's bullish. Cheers to everybody. So what else do we got going on in the crypto space? Once again, guys, we're here to have a good time as well and hanging out with the BLUECREW. This is like a personal blog type of YouTube channel. Of course, we put up a lot of random stuff on here. It kind of goes all over the place, but we've been in crypto. We love crypto. We love XRP. Very excited for the future of the shifting of the financial system, right? XLM, Algorand, HBAR, Quant, XDC, XTZ, you name it, enterprise crypto, we're probably very interested in it, especially if it has ISO 20022 in the name. Safe harbor in the storm, G and BLUECREW. That's awesome. I'm happy you guys could see this as kind of a safe harbor of dealing with tough times and this crazy sideways action, the dips and the rising. Nice. I'm building a plan to get all my XRP on storage and off the exchanges, totally 100%. Nexo has 90%. Dude, XRP Hitman, you're risky as hell, my man. That's risky as hell, my dude. 90% on Nexo? That is insane. But hey, man, I bet you're making some really good passive income in XRP, though, with that. But damn, that's a huge risk. I mean, how are you going to claim a building, dude? You got to have it on a self-custodial wallet if you want to be participating in the Ledger City. Is AGIX dead? Just seeing its chart, it's looking grim. Dude, RPM, I'm with you, man. I mean, this Cardano ecosystem, the only thing that really keeps me bullish in the Cardano ecosystem is, I mean, the strong community behind it. And then, of course, Cody, which we know is a Greg Kidd, you know, hard Yaka investment portfolio type of project. So that's what makes me bullish is that, okay, Cardano realizes it can't do transactions very well, but since they're collaborating now and interoperating possibly with Cody, which does do transactions really well, and they are very much interested in being regulatory compliant, still gives me hope for the future. But Cardano for sure is going through a major FUD period, and AGIX definitely being one of those projects that's in there. I mean, when was the last time we've heard from Ben Goertzel, you know, and like updates on what's really going on, like who are the partnerships that are onboarding to AGIX? I'm sure there's somebody on here who knows a good amount about AGIX, but yeah, I mean, during these times though, this is times to take advantage of markets like these, especially for cryptos like these. If you believe in the Cardano ecosystem still, this is a great time to be taking advantage of the, you know, volatility in some of the ecosystem projects like Cody, like AGIX. Same thing with XLM, right? That ecosystem. You know, it's a good time to be taking advantage. But it really depends on what your belief in the project is. I mean, we like to think that AGIX singularity is real, right? And what Ben Goertzel is doing is real and does have some longevity, does have some legs to it. But damn, it definitely tests your patience for sure, being a holder. My decent will have a huge growing pain here shortly. It's linked to my Xumm for quick DEX moves. So it will be all coming home to decent once again, finally. XRP Hitman, nice, dude. Tempted to load up if it's alive. Yeah, let's check out the chart. Let's jump onto a chart. Guys, thanks again, once again, to any new subscribers to the channel. Thanks for hitting the likes on the way in. Right? Letting the YouTube algos know what we're doing over here. It's really hard to break these YouTube algos, guys. I mean, even with Ledger City Radio, it's just like they just really don't expose this channel or that channel to... I mean, I'm not saying they should be exposing it to everybody, right? But damn, it's really hard to get some traction going with these channels. But, you know, we keep pushing on, and we just love hanging out with the BLUECREW here first and foremost. But yeah, to help grow this channel and trying to stick to what we believe in, right? Which is, I don't want to be telling you guys what to do. I don't want to be playing that game where, you know, please hit the like and the subscribe and all that stuff. I'm not here to beg. I'm here to hang out and have a good time with you guys, you know? So, and I know you guys have been definitely showing up and, you know, giving the support. It's just funny how the YouTube algos try to limit our exposure, though, for sure. For us just kind of trying to do our own thing. Ben G did do a talk about, Ben Goertzel did do a talk, but he bored everyone to sleep. I'm sure he did. Nobody knew what the heck he was talking about, but, you know, AGI sounds pretty, you know, artificial general intelligence sounds like something that could become a thing in the future. I mean, the guy is a Ben Goertzel, you know, what's it called? Not Ben Goertzel, Ray Kurzweil, you know, disciples, so he might know a thing or two of what's going to be going down in the future of artificial intelligence. But yeah, it seems like AGI is a very long-term hodl. How about that CeeLo pump? So yeah, let's first check out what we're doing here with AGIX, and then we'll check out CeeLo. Once again, what's up, Blue Crew? What's up, Green Giants? How you guys doing? This is one of our older setups that we used to use, and thanks to Bagman, man, dude, he gave us this really sweet framing to use for our video live streams. We might come back to this even when we get the Tiger back. But yeah, it's just the reason why I don't use this kind of framing or setup as often anymore is that it just kind of became it kind of uses a lot of my resources. I'm even worried that the stream might crash while I'm doing this because I got so many windows open. So I don't want to be like melting my GPU here. How about that CeeLo pump a couple of days ago? Right. So yeah, right here. I mean, if this is the time to be accumulating some AGIX. You had a dreaded M pattern that happened right here, right? You got your breakout towards the upside. You had tremendous volatility. It came back about halfway or 60% down. And then the volatility showed again. You would have thought it would have just gone to the moon from there. But no. It sold off again and it created an M pattern, which looks like it's about to run out right here. This is looking very oversold territory. And testing historical areas of resistance. I mean, if you believe in this project still, this might not be a bad time to be accumulating some. This is probably the lowest you'll be able to get it, you know, if it does start to pivot from here and pick up its momentum. Crazy thing, it reminds me, this M pattern, this massive M pattern, looks like a smaller version of the M pattern before it that's down here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's what it kind of looks like to me, right? So if we take the Fibonacci, check out our fibs. I mean, I'm sure this is at a wonderful point of retracement at this point. Looks like it's touching historical support lines as well past the 78.6. I mean, it could be dead, right? There is a chance that this could be dead, but could be finding support right here. I mean, trying to create another support level. Not a bad call here, man. Not a bad call. It's the indicators are all hitting what we like to see. The stock RSI, right? It's at the completion of a long M pattern, right? Stock RSI is looking to turn the corner. The MACD is turning bullish. I mean, not a bad call here, RPM. Not a bad call, man. Thanks for bringing awareness to this one. He's like, I'm buying it now. I'm buying it now. Let's see what the hourly looks like. But the daily looks great. Hourly shows some bearish momentum that could come. Stock RSI is at the top right here, so there could be some short-term volatility. But yeah, maybe get prepared for an inverse head and shoulders that might be in the making right here. And we make our own little mini Gohan call. If we can, you know, if it retraces and just confirms the higher low, we could be ready for some run-ups for AGI. But once again, this will be a long-term hodl. Especially if you want to see it, you know, I think the best hope right now is for 17 cents. I think that seems like a tangible possibility if we get a good relief rally out of AGIX. Right? So that's about what? A full 10-cent move? It's not 10x per se, but damn, that's not bad. Bottoms are fake news. Yeah. Bottoms are fake news. All right, let's jump over to CeeLo. There is no bottom. Bottom does not exist. Okay, what the hell is ape? For real, what the hell is ape? Like, I just heard about this crypto yesterday, and all I hear about is ape everywhere. Like, what the hell is ape? What happened? Why is it in such high demand to be on crypto.com, to be on Nexo, to be on Uphold? Like, what the hell is this ape token? What happened? Did I miss something? Like, it just came out of nowhere. 2,500 USDT off AGIX when transfer is complete. Nice. Ape made them richer. It's a psyop. Okay. Oh, it's the Bored Ape Yacht Club coin. Got it. no wonder. I was like, dude, what the hell is this thing? Why is like, there's always a day like that in crypto where you just hear this one random ass token and you're like, what? Like, why is this all of a sudden on everybody's like, why is it all over the Twitter feed? Why are all these exchanges shouting it out all of a sudden? Like, it's kind of nuts. If it belongs to the zoo group of tokens, no thanks. That's pretty funny. Guys, thanks for the 16 likes, the 9 viewers. What's up, everybody? We're hanging out with the Blue Crew. Let's see if we got any updates coming up from the Twitter sphere here. Oh, yeah, we were going to check out CeeLo for you. So, yeah, once again, CeeLo, I don't know if I'm buying in on this breakout. I wish you would have told me about CeeLo, you know, right around there, March 16th, in that area. I mean, it's still at a good price if you believe in the long term of this project. But I think right now you could wait for a little bit of a retracement. I'm not too certain on it, but, you know, we don't try to chase coins on green days or on green pumps, such as this one. But yeah, you can see it's been oversold. Nice timing on the pivot right here, especially if you do the fibs from the low to the high. Right around that 78.6. What a great time to call the pivot. You can see that there was historical moments of accumulation at around this range right here. So you're having that happening again with CeeLo. Get ready, man. CeeLo could break out finally. And we start our journey to, you know, getting back up to, like, creating higher highs with CeeLo. I'm going to say 350 is going to be a really heavy resistance area, though, in the short term for CeeLo to break through. So right now, I wouldn't be buying in. Unless you're trying to create a very long-term position, then yeah, it's definitely not bad to be accumulating right now. But it is on a pump day. There could be another chance to get it maybe even a tiny bit lower, maybe down to about 285, 290, somewhere around there to accumulate a little bit more on your position. But yeah, CeeLo not looking too bad, man. Not looking too bad. I mean, if it's pivoting right here, this is confirming another higher low. And we're just seeing CeeLo in its history, despite the grand volatility, it definitely pumps and dumps with the best of them. But yeah, right here could be the opportunities now to maybe see a newer high, a journey to a newer high, which would take you to about close to $10. Straight bought them out. If it belongs to the zoo group, no thanks. They purchased 2 NFT companies. One was Punks. Okay, right on. Yeah, see, it's stuff like that that goes to show I highly underestimate the NFT space. I underestimate it still too much. CeeLo's ISO 20022 compliant. That's great. And we also know the World Economic Forum has shouted them out a few times, right? Oh, thanks to the XRP Bagman, by the way, by commenting, I just want my building to reach the moon, from one of our latest Ledger City radio clips there. Somebody was just like, you know, I just want my city to build, or my building to reach the moon, man. Once again, Ledger City Radio YouTube channel is up. Feel free to subscribe there. We're trying to get to 1K very quickly on that channel. Try to really show the size of the Ledger citizens. And next week, we are interviewing Ledger City Game themselves on our Twitter space at 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST on Tuesday next week. Ledger City coming in to Ledger City Radio and talking on our Twitter spaces there. Feel free to tune in, guys. I think I've already set up the date for it and the Twitter space for it, so you can set a reminder and tag along. Payment infrastructure news saying a guide to ISO 20022 migration for banks and financial institutions by Payment Comp. Quote, ISO 20022 migration might be challenging, but it presents an opportunity to future-proof payment infrastructure and increase transparency in the system. And guys, we definitely like to update the Blue Crew, the Green Giants here, with ISO 20022 information, central bank digital currency information, and it's just funny how a lot of things are lining up in parallel with what's going on with the ISO 20022 migration. We're migrating more towards the metaverse. We're migrating towards a newer payment, newer financial system, migrating over to a whole new world, right? So ISO 20022 falling in line with that, and a lot of things going in parallel. Regulatory clarity, right? Discovering a new, you know, going into a new world in terms of crypto maturity, where regulations and regulatory clarity is going to actually be present. That's great. So very excited to always just keeping up with ISO 20022 news. Alex Cobb is very surprised that Ashish Birla's statement, "We're close to having global coverage of ODL." I wonder what's one of the last stops for them in terms of complete global coverage of ODL and to really unleash this product at its fullest scale without having to worry about dealing with the SEC or other regulators around the globe. Diesel Hound, at least according to XRP Hitman, he's saying it's ISO 20022. I do recall seeing them on World Economic Forum, but I'm not 100% sure if they're ISO 20022 compliant. But they are an enterprise-focused crypto, so I wouldn't be surprised if they are. Work Until I Moon, are we talking ISO 20022? Oh, hell yeah, we are. Cheers to you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, global coverage of ODL. And that's what ISO 20022 messaging is going to be as well. It's going to be a global transition for these banks, right? Bigger banks are a little bit less susceptible to change because they're just slower to change because they're the big banks. They already like the world the way that it is. They have a great advantage, right? When you're compromising and now transitioning over to this internet of value in a more decentralized structure, but the security is much higher. You're also allowing a more level playing field and letting the small banks and medium-sized banks really take advantage of this technology because they're desperate. They want to be competing with these big wigs. So now they're having a chance to do a little bit of catching up against these big banks. Reinhard Kate saying, "My team kicks so much ass." Check out this Ripple South by Southwest Ripple House party that they got going on here. Pretty cool stuff. We'll check it out without the volume for now. Just put it on. I can't do full screen, I don't think. Nope. I'll just play it on the small screen for you guys. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit of it at least. By the way, Monica Long, my vote to be the future CEO for Ripple. You know, just saying. If Brad Garlinghouse ever needed to relinquish his duties, I think Monica Long would do a tremendous job. I don't know about you guys. Maybe Reinhard Kate. I'm just playing with Reinhard Kate there, but you know, I think Monica Long would be a tremendous CEO replacement for Brad Garlinghouse in the future whenever Brad decides to step down. 520 here. I'll take a puff anyways. Oh, it's 420 where you're at. Okay, Work Until I Moon. There we go, dude. But yeah, this looks like a great party though, right? From what you guys are seeing here or what you can see, you're seeing really cool NFT artists. Pretty awesome scale of how they designed the whole place here. Really impressive all in all, man. Just like seeing the amount of people that are there at that Ripple House meetup, the type of NFT projects that are there. It's just really exciting, man, to see the XRP ledger and XRPL really start to flourish. And it's growing. Of course, it's going through its early days and its bumps and bruises and all that type of stuff. But all in all, I'm taking a lot of positive out of this, that there's so many developers wanting to develop on the XRPL. And once again, because it's very cheap to do so, very quick and efficient, and you just keep doing what you're doing and what you're trying to build out, right? So really cool. You know, one of my favorite NFT projects, obviously coming out of the XRPL, is Ledger City, and very excited to see what you could do with LCC coin or LCC token and the NFTs within Ledger City. Coinbase Wallet, once again, adding support for the Solana-based tokens. This makes me very bullish on Solana and obviously bullish on some of those other ecosystem tokens. Things like Akash, for example. Things like DeFi Land, which we mentioned before. I'm still playing the DeFi land. I don't talk about it as much as I do with Ledger City because I'm definitely way more bullish on Ledger City long term in terms of a gamification or DeFi gamification type of thing. But I think DeFi land, dude, if it can get listed on Coinbase, that's going to be amazing for the considering where the price of the token's at, which is like around a penny or 2 pennies. If that thing can reach about 10 cents, just by being listed on Coinbase. That would be out of this world. Once again, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren announced a new bill to let the president sanction foreign crypto companies if they do business with sanctioned entities. Huh. This could be something to look back at in the future. Let's see what sanctioned countries are going to be trying to use Bitcoin, for example. And good luck, man. Good luck to those foreign crypto companies. I mean, EOS is just looking more and more like it's getting screwed out of the U.S. market, right? They're one of those foreign crypto companies out there, and there's a ton of them, man. Once again, thanks to everybody who's tuning in. You guys are amazing. D. Haviland, what are you sharing with us here? Let me check it out. The world will be organized in financial blocks. Ripple examples: Swift, XRP, BRICS, US, Brazil, UK, Russia, EU, India, Japan, China, Israel and Africa, XRPL, XRP. The Arab bloc are testing their own payment system. That's great. Thanks for sharing this info, man. I mean, we definitely know the BIS Innovation Hub and Swift look very favorably at I guess I can't open it here. But yeah, check out that link that D. Haviland just shared with us. Yeah, it's just waiting for the plan to fall into place, right? And that is Interledger Protocol, ISO 20022 messaging, guys. This could be the last year that we're speculating on ISO 20022 messaging standard for payments. And we could be going into an ISO 20022 future in 2023, actually seeing payments, flowing through with ISO 20022 messaging. That's going to be big. XDC is cheaper than CELO, though. I'm an XDC maxi. RPM, I hear you, man. You know what? I know the fees seem like I think a lot of people really invest on transaction speed and fees. And I'm not saying, to go jump in on Ethereum because it has slow transaction fees and high fees. I'm just saying, it's not the end-all, be-all when it comes to transaction speed. And obviously, cheaper fees does seem like that's a significant advantage. But maybe for different use cases, those type of fees are tolerable. Like, what if a certain type of fee for another crypto's use case is like, I'm just trying to draw an example where, depending on the use case, the fees actually might not be as bad as what we're thinking, right? So CELO might have a specific use case that, sure, XDC's fees are cheaper than CELO, but for CELO's use case, it's pretty damn good, right? But yeah, XDC definitely majorly slept on. I just want to see more growth out of the XDC ecosystem. I hope StoreX can have a revival. I just want to see more growth and more, a wave of a lot of people get really into marketing, right? I just want to see more extensions coming out from Zinfin, but maybe they're keeping it under wraps for a specific reason. We know their connection with R3. We know R3 is going to have a really big impact in being part of that, maturity level of the financial system and the digital transformation, right? Swift GPI and whatnot. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're bullish on XDC. I mean, it might be, but once again, it's one of those enterprise cryptos, just like HBAR, just like ALGO, XRP, XLM. All these enterprise cryptos that seem to be waiting on this regulatory clarity, right? Now the question is regulatory clarity going to come with a broad brush and be applicable to all of these cryptos, or is it just going to be XRP that ends up getting regulatory clarity because they put in all the work to actually speak with regulators all across the globe to establish this web of trust for the Internet of Value? Because, yeah, I mean, in my opinion, if I was XRP or Ripple or whatever, I mean, I would be kind of pissed that we did all this work to achieve regulatory clarity for our token, and then thus it provides regulatory clarity for all these other tokens, but they didn't have to do any of the work to have to educate regulators or anything like that. You know, I kind of just feel like they're just like, what's it called? Leeching off of the success of one company's, you know, efforts. Been trading CeeLo for a while, cheap fees, and has a stable coin also. That's stakes, CUSD, nice. ISO 20022 should have been created on IBC for all US ISO compliant coins and blessed holders with various airdrops. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if IBC and ISO 20022 do become a thing. We've seen slides of Interledger Protocol in collaboration with IBC. So it makes sense that ISO 20022, if IBC and ILP is a thing, then ISO 20022 should, you know, work fine with IBC. Banks need regs to flip the switch. XRP case will break a structure for banks to move off of. Yep. Well said, RPM. Very, very well said. But yeah, that's so far it in terms of Twitter news here. I got to catch up on some of this this drink here before it gets warm. But yeah, if you guys got any more questions, feel free to ask. I appreciate you guys tuning in for yet another DL Talk. I hope you guys have been having an awesome time, you know, just outside of the crypto space. I hope everybody's lives are doing okay, because right now it's just a lot of sideways action that we're dealing with here. You know, this is great for day traders trying to, you know, sell in the greens and then buy the dips. But, you know, for some of these cryptos that we're waiting for some decisions to be made, man. We're waiting for either that next leg up or, yep, damn, let's confirm a bear market. Here we go. We've already been bearish for about, you know, a whole year on certain cryptos. Guys, thanks for the 14 viewers and the 19 likes. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And once again, Cryptoholic, thanks for your donation. You guys are amazing. And the Green Giants, you guys are out of this world. I owe you guys a NFT giveaway very soon just for the Green Giants. So we'll do a green stream in the future and give you guys a chance to win an NFT. Thanks for the contributions, everybody here. Elizabeth Warren staying true to her culture by trying to scalp crypto. Yep. I mean, dude, if there was any buy signals, the one where the EU said be prepared to lose, you know, crypto holders should be prepared to lose all their assets, I was like, oh, that's a great buy signal. When they try to spread as much fear about it as possible, that's when it sounds like a really good buy signal to me. I don't know about you guys though, but I live a little dangerously. I live a little risky, you know. But yeah, when the news is saying sell all your crypto, it's gonna go to zero or something like that, I think I tend to go in the opposite direction, especially for the layer 1 cryptos that I'm super bullish on. We're getting closer and closer to that flippening. Federal Reserve said it will be single-day adoption of a flip of the switch. Yep, exactly. I mean, isn't it all too convenient that all this is lining up with ISO 20022? I mean, we've been on this journey for a good few years, talking about ISO 20022, talking about central banks, right, and them digitizing and upgrading to the Internet of Value, Interledger Protocol, all the connections, and hell, just last year, BIS announcing Interledger Protocol as a winner to work best in tandem with ISO 20022. It's just the now a waiting game, right? That's really what it is. It's just seeing all the crucial events that we need to see unfold happen, right? Seeing regulatory clarity first happening. And then after the regulatory clarity, you know, after the FUD sell-off that happens after regulatory clarity, which I'm expecting like a sell-off after regulatory clarity happens for some reason. Maybe there's some global catalyst that makes it happen, or they just really try to, you know, really diminish the hopes of crypto holders by going, wow, even with regulatory clarity, you know, it's still a manipulated market. This is BS, right? Have you checked out Radix? Link sharing. Search XDC and Zinfin in here, BLUECREW. Let me see if I can check out RPM's link here. Buy it all now, basically. Exactly. Buy them all now. Get your dog coins. Get your metaverse coins. Get your enterprise coins. Extra, extra. For some reason I can't read this PDF. Maybe I gotta download it. I don't know if I'm gonna download this RPM. I trust you, man, but I don't know if I'm gonna download this onto my computer to view it. But I'm sure it's super bullish info for XDC and Zinfin. If anybody else wants to check out that link, feel free to jump on in and do it. Let's see what Radix up to. Get your anti-PETA coins. Yeah. Get all your coins that try to tug at your emotions and try to make you think that the team is trying to do good for the world. So what is it? Radix native token? Is that XRD? Is that what you want me to check out? XRD? I mean, this looks like it's at a pivot point. It's only on Bitfinex, so far as I can see. I'm just going to jump to Twitter really quick. Radically different DeFi. Certic follows it. I like that. BitTrue. Forble. Alright, some pretty interesting people follow it. Adrian Hope Bailey. I like that. Michael Arrington. Interesting. Radically different DeFi. Welcome to Web3 FinTech on Radix. Hey, thanks for bringing awareness to this one, man. We'll add it to the list for sure. That's a ton of followers on there, man. Scripto? Interesting. Very, very interesting. What blockchain is this built on? What layer 1 is this one connected to? Alright, here, I'll search it for you. Okay, coming from the World Trade Organization. Shouting out Zinfin, I'm sure. But yeah, that was the first time checking out Radix right there, Christian. Thanks for sharing that info. Frogedelic saying we on bottom. I mean, the fear is real, man, but you can only sell this market so much, man. There's just too much going on. There's too much bullishness and too much actual, building happening on some of these platforms that it's hard to really, and just too many global catalysts that, people are losing faith in the dollar by the day, right? So, yeah, let's just jump to it where it says Zinfin, XDC. There it is. TradeFinex can be described as a hybrid blockchain and network of networks underpinned by Zinfin Network's XDC protocol. TradeFinex connects multiple platforms by operating as a blockchain agnostic middleware. They are already live with agnostic integration of MSME originators, connecting them all with decentralized liquidity pools through the proprietary tokenization protocol for meeting MSME funding requirements. The globally reaching network operates as both permissioned and permissionless. Permissionless for public verification, but permissioned for selective data sharing. This hybrid approach allows TradeFinex to provide its participating members with reporting features of accredited investors by virtual assets net worth, as well as the ability to tokenize offline obligations from originators. Current participants are the Singapore Mass Authority of Singapore regulated NGO and WOA pay network utility fees to gain access to the platform. Yeah, so of course, gotta love seeing XDC being specifically highlighted in this PDF here by co-collaboration with the World Trade Organization. Thanks for sharing that, by the way. I appreciate you, RPM. He's like, what was that, RPM? What was that? Is that a boom? Is that a rocket taking off? Are we just mooning? Are we on an island now? Do we own this island? But anyways, guys, thank you guys once again. Thanks so much for tuning in for another DLTalk. You guys are amazing, man. Shout out to the Blue Crew, shout out to the Green Giants, and shout out to the Ledger citizens out there. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one. And once again, please check out Ledger City Radio if you haven't subscribed and would like to. There it is, Ledger City Radio. That's all you have to search, and then you can subscribe, and then anything related to Ledger City and the Ledger citizens is going to be released on that YouTube channel. We're spreading out, we're expanding, but we're still doing what we do here, and that's hanging with the Blue Crew, keeping our eyes on prize. I appreciate you guys so much. Cryptoholic was able to hit 100 soul staking and baking. Thank you for bringing awareness. Wouldn't be here without you, GDLT. Dude, Cryptoholic, my man. Congratulations on your 100 Solana. That is awesome, dude. You are maybe, possibly a mega whale in the future. Who knows? I mean, I'm very excited for the future of Solana without a doubt, and that's awesome to hear. Yeah, World Trade Organization document, exactly. Oh, I see. Thanks, G. Got to keep an eye on XTC. Oh, for sure. And all these wonderful digital assets that are in the space out here, you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and always grateful. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, the DLT community, crypto community, Blue Crew, Green Giants, Ledger citizens, and all the communities out there. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. Much love, Blue Crew. Keep the eye of the tiger, y'all. And cheers. Adios.